In 2016, a tradition was started by math research students Andrew Adelhart and Max Miranda of making a video like this that explained all of the projects the graduating math research seniors have completed over the past 3 years. I'm Jacob Fain.
And I'm Maya Leong.
And we're here to continue this long-standing tradition and talk about our insanely, immensely, ridiculously successful past few years in math research. Yay.
Once upon a time, 8 math research students became
best friends forever.
There was Lucas, Alan, Nick and Maya, Jacob, Kushal, Zach, and Joe. Oof, rip Carter and Hannah. First up, we have Zachary David Gruber. Sophomore year, Zach modeled the Zika virus under a deterministic model because 3 years ago, everyone was dying from these diseases. With this project, he won merit at WAC, gold at Math Fair, and third at Schreiber Regional Fair.
For the next 2 years, Zach worked on a really confusing project that we don't really know how to explain. Basically, he looked at how to kill people by hacking into ICDs, or maybe he was preventing it, I don't even know. He received another set of awards, including third at LICEF, first at NICEF, first at Schreiber Fair, and sadly, he had to call in sick for WAC, or WAC.
When Zach isn't pursuing his God-given talents in research, publishing his paper, he is sick. But luckily he went to the ear, nose, and throat doctor, so he's all better, and can focus his time on making millions off of Bitcoin, trolling his peers, and being superior than Roger Federer on the tennis courts. On his free time, Zachary enjoys watching unboxing videos on YouTube or weird robot Netflix shows. Zach will grow up to be a food critic. Zach will find his inner Southern belle next year at Vanderbilt University. #anchor down.
Next up, we have Maya Leong,
aka the most awesomest, coolest, prettiest, most lovable member of the group.
Not. Sophomore year, Maya developed a solar-terrestrial relationship that was able to predict the effects of global warming. With this project, she finessed gold at Math Fair and third at the most honorable Schreiber Regional Fair. Junior year, her research dealt with the metallicity of star systems and its effect on planet formation. With her loud and ludicrously excited presenting, she placed second at Andromeda, silver at Math Fair, and second at Schreiber Regional Fair. Senior year, she worked with a professor at Stony Brook on star spot formation and its effect on mass discrepancies. Unfortunately, she was too sick during research competitions to participate.
Okay, let's be real. When I grow up, I'm most likely going to find myself in therapy after having to deal with those boys. My senior year, I found myself being called the board by Kushal and the rest of the class. But I know they meant it out of love because I'm their favorite person ever.
This summer, Maya hopes to pursue her passions in driving and finally get her permit.
And Nick, too.
Next year, Maya will be attending Cornell University. #Go Big Red, baby!
Next up, we have Jacob Fain, aka the Skinny Legend. When Jacob was a baby sophomore researcher, he did his project on maximizing distance and trajectory in golf. With his superior golf and math skills, he procured silver at Math Fair and an honorable mention at the most prestigious Schreiber Regional Fair. The entirety of junior years, Jacob Fain worked on the Sneeve. We can't really disclose more information due to copyright issues, but trust us, it was a really good project. The Skinny Legend was able to finesse bronze at Math Fair and third at the most honorable Schreiber Fair. Senior year, Jacob analyzed radiation and breast cancer and found significant correlation. With this project, he attended Math Fair as a senior and got gold. Outside of the class, you can find Jacob hitting the Millie Rock, getting top scores on the Asmas and Nimmels, or snuggling with the cutest dog ever. Jacob will probably grow up to be the skinniest legend or a golfer. Jacob is #1 golfer at Schreiber, sorry Joe, and he will be playing golf at Wesleyan University next fall. #roll cards! Next up, we have Alan Pevsner, aka the cutie of the group.
Aww.
Sophomore year, Allen's impactful research project looked at determining the effect of distribution on lottery numbers. Judges found his project to have significant real-world impacts and awarded him silver at Math Fair along with honorable mention at Schreiber Fair. However, Allen is still working on winning the lottery after all these years.
In his junior year, we don't really know what he did or how he did it, but Allen looked into the urbanization of developing countries, which is a big word and sounds fancy, so it must have been good. Although this project didn't have as big of an impact on the world like his lottery project, he was still able to finesse third at Schreiber Fair. In his senior year, Allen worked with a professor at LIU Post on semilinear wave equations. Not really sure what that means, but he was a JSHS semifinalist.
So basically, confusing the judges with intense projects wins you awards. When Allen isn't buying lottery tickets, he's going on Chick-fil-A runs with the boys. He'll probably grow up and become a professional gambler. Allen will be attending St. John's University School of Risk Management and Insurance class. Wow, that's long.
Next up, we have Joseph Melkonian, aka the Hofstra man himself.
Sophomore year, Joe was just terrible at basketball, so he did his project on properly making free throws. Although he won silver at Math Fair and third at Schreiber Fair, he still needs to work on making free throws in basketball games. But it's okay because Joe plays defense. Don't worry though, Joe's NIML scores are much better than his free throw percentage, which helped him place top 10 at a really prestigious math competition, and also he qualified for the AMCs.
In 11th and 12th grade, Joe did his project on Shapley's value. We have no idea what he did with it, but it obviously had a great importance because he won the most reputable award at NICEF, Best Use of Standard Metric System. Just kidding. He really did win that award, but with his amazing project, he also got third at LICEF, second at NICEF, Mu Alpha Theta at LICEF and NICEF, second at WAC, Gold at Math Fair, second place at NICEF, third at LICEF, Mu Alpha Theta at LICEF and NICEF finalist. When Joe isn't doing research, he is coding and going to basketball camp. Even when we went to a nerd camp, he still somehow turned it into basketball camp. Joseph Avadis Melkonian will be attending Washington University in St. Louis next fall.
After Sir Joseph, we have the kid who turned the 85% attendance rule into the 25% attendance rule real quick, aka Nick.
All 3 years, Nick did something with FinFET-MOS. I think this has something to do with semiconductors and computers and maximizing their effectiveness. I guess he accomplished a lot because he published a paper on it, which got him out of presenting.
On Nick's off time, he enjoys playing Fortnite with Joe, tennis with Alan, badminton with Zachary, chess with Jacob, me, long talks with Lucas, sharing a heritage with Kushal, and never hanging with Maya.
Me.
Basically, he likes chilling with the boys. Nick will probably grow up and write a book called How to Pass High School Without Ever Really Going. And Nicholas will be attending Berkeley College in California in an electrical and engineering and computer sciences program.
Next, we have Lucas Romansky. The real question here is, what did Lucas not accomplish during his high school career? His research projects dealt with the Heisenberg uncertainty principle, special relativity, planetary motion, and quotient spaces.
Lucas will go down in the history books as he completed the 5P with 5 consecutive gold medals each year at Math Fair, something never done before. Can we get a round of applause for this accomplishment, please?
When Lucas isn't deriving complicated math equations, he is living life as a successful radio host, getting into political and philosophical debates, playing the violin like a musical god, attending ballet shows, and riding his bike. If you ever hear anyone say, "Hey, sister," and you turn around, it's most likely Lucas. Lucas will be visiting our neighbors across the pond at the University of London. Hopefully you come back with a British accent.
Well, we saved the best for last.
Arguably.
Mr. Kushal.
In sophomore and junior year, Kushal mainly worked with Syrian refugees. He modeled the Syrian refugee crisis to predict the refugee capacity in each country. With his cutting-edge research, Kushal received second at Schreiber Fair, honorable mention at WAC, and gold at Math Fair. He continued this junior year and was able to secure honorable mention at WAC, honorable mention at NICEF, second at Schreiber Fair, and unfortunately had to call in sick for Math Fair. The summer going into his senior year, he worked with a professor at Stony Brook in the Simons program on shadow detection and videos for cars. Once again, with his charming good looks, Kushal secured third at NICEF and JSHS finalist.
So beautiful. Basically, Kushal capitalized off of Hot Topics to position himself as a better college applicant. Kushal enjoys volleyball and posting pictures around school of himself. And on his off time, Kushal pursues his wildly successful rap career, recording from his mom's bathroom.
Kushal will most likely grow up and become the next Steven Spielberg, a really famous rap artist, or Muhammad Ali. Kushal will be attending UCLA next fall.
Should have gone to Wesleyan, though.
We hope this presentation gave you an insight into the projects that the seniors did, although honestly it probably wasn't that informative. I think all you need to know is that you better watch out, because these best friends from Room 12 are about to go and conquer the world, and we can't wait to see what will happen next.
I always knew this day would come. We'd be standing one by one, with our future in our hands. So many dreams, so many plans. I always knew after all these years there'd be laughter, there'd be tears, but never thought I'd walk away with so much joy but so much pain.